caught me having fun. Hi, I'm Betsy Thomason, the revolutionary respiratory therapist. I say revolutionary because I have changed the definition of breathing from sucking air in to pushing it out with your active spine stretching out breath. I've written about it in my book, Just Breathe Out, using your breath to create a new, healthier you. It's a how to breathe guidebook featuring the BreatheOutDynamic system, or BODS for short. And the acronym BODS is significant because, first of all, learning to breathe and then learning to focus on the out-breath is all about your body, helping your body to be fully functional. Numerous people have asked me to create a video training session for Just Breathe Out, for the BreatheOutDynamic system, because even though they've read the book, there's something missing. And I understand this because the BreatheOutDynamic system is physical education. Reading a book is academic, it's intellectual, it's for your brain. But to learn it, you need to learn it in your muscles. And muscles don't learn the same way as brain learns. Muscles, they're smart, but they are slow learners. They require practice. And they also love pictures of what you want them to accomplish. So images. And the book is full of images of how to use your body effectively, and I encourage you to create some of your own images. So, are you ready for some practice? You know, the pinwheel is on the cover of Just Breathe Out. It only works when you blow on it. And that's significant also. It's significant because you and your body only work well when you're breathing out. And I sometimes ask people to hold up a finger and pretend it's a pinwheel. And when you're nervous, anxious, when you need strength, when you need a new idea, just gently blow on your imaginary pinwheel. Nobody even needs to know you're doing it. Just your gentle out-breath through pursed lips. That's your out-breath. That's the beginning of learning the BreatheOutDynamic system. It's step one. There are only 2 steps. And the 2 steps are in Just Breathe Out in chapter 3, learning the BreatheOutDynamic system, the 2-step basics. So you're committed to practice. I want to be sure that you understand why, one reason why the BreatheOutDynamic system really works. And there are many reasons that it's based on physiology and science, actually. But I want to just deal with 2 images. This is an oven baster. And it works very simply. You squeeze the bulb, you put the nose of this into the turkey gravy, whatever, turkey broth, and you release the bulb and the liquid gets sucked up into it. Does it always work? It always works because this is how the universe works. And I'll explain more about that after I show you another tool that works on the same principle. It's a science principle, a physics principle. This is a bellows. It helps to fan the fire. It helps to bring air to a fire and make the fire burn more brightly. And you can go fast, you can go slow. This always works. And maybe you've had an experience of pushing out too much shampoo from a bottle. It's in all this shampoo's in your hand, and so you squeeze the bottle, and you put the opening into the shampoo and release, and the shampoo gets sucked back in. This is the way the universe works. It's called vacuum followed by suction. Whenever you squeeze a container and suddenly expand it, you create a vacuum. And the vacuum initiates suction, which pulls in solids, liquids, or gases. Whatever the substance is gets pulled back into the container. Now, I want you to think of your body as a container. It contains solids, liquids, and gases. And so it works the same way. When you breathe, using your belly, all the air you need will come in automatically because you're using the BreatheOutDynamic system. So you know what to do with your lips. Purse your lips, blow the air out. What you need to know now is, what are you going to do with your belly muscles? They are the most important part of the whole BreatheOutDynamic system. Engaging your belly muscles to push air out. Your belly is like the bellows. The bellows squeezes air out. Your belly muscles do the same thing. They push air out, but you need to engage them. How do you engage your belly muscles? Well, at first, you might try by putting your hands on your belly so that you're pushing on your muscles, and the muscles get the idea that they're supposed to go back towards your spine. Now, there's another little trick you could do. It's an image of your belly button really being a button with a thread that goes through it, and the thread comes out your back. And as you blow on your pinwheel, you pull on the belly button string. The belly button goes closer to your spine, and the air gets pushed out. Then you let go of the string, the belly button pops out, and the air comes in all by itself. Don't wait too long for the air to come in. It happens fast. A vacuum works instantly, and you get right back to pushing air out and letting it in. Push it out, let it in. The out breath is long, the in breath is short. Learn to trust the universe. This is the way the universe works. It requires practice on your part, understanding of why the BreatheOutDynamic system works, and then have some fun with it and experience the power of your out breath for relaxation and strength, and for managing pain, anxiety, and conquering addictions. So, how often should you practice? I recommend that you practice 3 times a day in a quiet place. No TV, no radio, nobody else. Just you and your body. And play around with the images. There are many images explained in the book that might work for you, but you might come up with one of your own. One of the people who writes the story in the first chapter, his name is Gordon Larson, he thinks about his belly as a sponge. And he squeezes the sponge for the out-breath, and then he releases the sponge, and all the air comes in. I never thought of that one. I'm sure you'll think of something that nobody else has thought of. Practice is essential 3 times a day. It could be when you wake up in the morning and you're lying in bed, getting ready to welcome the day. When you're going to bed at night, saying goodbye to a wonderful day. Again, it wakes you up in the morning, and in the evening, it puts you to sleep. And then choose one other time during the day. I suggest before a meal, because we really want to be relaxed when we're eating. And doing 5 to 10 or 15 minutes of the BreatheOutDynamic system can really help you to be relaxed, especially in your neck, for swallowing. Very, very important. So if you don't have the book, you can get it at your local bookstore. Just ask them to order it. They can order it the way they order any other book. Or go to your library. Ask your library to order it. It's also at iTunes Audible, and it's printed by the Library of Congress in Braille and audio for people who cannot read a regular book. If you would like the ebook, I give away free ebooks because I want this information out in the world. Just email me at bzthomason@gmail.com, And all this information will be scrolling at the end of this video. Thank you so much for your interest in learning the Breathe Out Dynamic system.